Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes and Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So we got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the bishops and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well. Well, the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. In the sincere salutation to all the doctrine, pushing this truth and believing this truth toward the full ends of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Abath who are listening, learning, you, your sisters who are listening, learning. Coming into another lesson, true facts, faith, and edification. Of their edification, Lord willing, be edifying. So I title this lesson, the Lord is close to mandating the micro sea hill, saving the best for last. And now I just want to make some points real quick. Now, this is an article that I put in the chat last week. And it says, on the head, it says, BRICS, 100 countries, move towards CBDC currency, US dollar in jeopardy. Now, this is the Lord moving closer and closer to making the micro sea hill mandatory. Because all these other countries, the Lord got all these other countries doing it first, doing it before his Babylon the Great being mandatory. Look at this. It say, if the soon to be released BRICS currency is considered a threat to the US dollar, then the CBDC could be its death knell. Out of 195 countries in the world, 130 nations are moving towards building their central bank digital currency. Therefore, 98% of the world is looking to launch their respective CBDC currency, making it easier to settle cross-border transactions. Also, read 41 countries ready to accept BRICS. And it may appear to be that these nations is against Babylon the Great, dealing with this micro sea hill, right? Dealing with this digital, this CBDC. Well, it tell you in Revelation 3 and 5 that this is going to try all the world. And who controls all of this? The elites, man. The Lord gave the power to the elites to push this agenda toward the four corners of the earth. So it matters the whole world. It said among the 130 countries, a dozen nations have reached advanced phases and are moving towards launching a digital currency asset. And the Lord got them doing this because Babylon the Great America gonna be last, man. It's a total of 11 countries, include many Caribbean nations and Nigeria, have already launched a base think tank. Atlantic Council shows that only 35 countries considered CBDC in 2020. The dramatic rise is putting the US dollar in jeopardy as countries could be DCs. Man, this is called problem reaction solution, man. Okay, how about Shema Shah put the spirit on the elites to do this, man? But they're doing it from the other countries first, and then it's going to hit Babylon to be affected if BRICS launch new currency. This is a strategic move, man. A strategic plan launching a new currency for cross-border transaction. The new summit will be held in South Africa in August, and the bloc will decide the formation of a currency. It's a new country. Say also read 5 new countries to join BRICS alliance in August, and we know. And ahead of months ago, it said Egypt, Iran, Saudi Arabia of the three. It said BRICS currency strengthens itself in the global markets. More countries could flock toward it for international trade deals. Also, if the BRICS currency gains support in the markets, the US dollar could be on the path of decline. Therefore, both the yet to be launched BRICS currency and the CBDC digital assets could pose a threat to the US dollar. The greenback stands at a pivotal point in time where its prospects remain on the razor's edge for survival. And this is them, man. Listen, these elites is these some slick bastards we talking about. Okay, in Ephesians 6 say they are cunning and crafty, man. So again, as it may seem as these other nations is against the American dollar, this is the transition of the power of Yahweh Shema Shai using the elites to do this, man. It's a it's a close to 3 dozen countries are looking at alternative currencies for trade and in reliance on the US dollar. Now I tell you, Obadiah 1 and 7, that all the men that confederates have brought it even to the border, they have deceived thee. We know that. But when it's dealing with this is not a separation. Leaks, man. This is Revelation 3 and 10. And reads, because that has kept the word of my patience. I will making strategic moves, man. Problem reaction solution, man. This is conditioning through gradualism. It reads, close to 3 dozen countries are looking US dollar. It said to know what could happen to launched. This is a part of the new world order, man. The new world government system, man. Okay, this is a part of the beast system, man. So don't get it twisted. But I want to show you it because it's 193 nations that's joined to these again. Um, right here. Hold on. And the Lord got the spirit on them, man. Because remember in Revelation 17, it said the Lord say, it reads, the Lord, let me read it. Let me read it. They not doing nothing outside of Esau, Edom, man. Okay? They are not doing nothing outside of the so-called white man, the elites, man. This is that it's all a Ponzi scheme. It's all conditioned through gradualism. This is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, which we know, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh with fire, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Will. And let's just get over Daniel 1. in Obadiah 1:7. It's all gonna fall apart. But the Lord this is a real chess move, man. These are chess pieces Yahweh Shemawashah is moving. Because it would seem as they are against the elites. They ain't against the elites, man. The earth was given to the hand of the wicked. Who you think controlling this, man? It's the Oppenheimers and the Rothschilds and the Rockefeller that's controlling this, man. It's a Obadiah 1:7. All the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. And these nations is joining BRICS. It tell you in Ezekiel 38 that Russia shall be a guard to these nations. It say, if the soon to be released BRICS currency is considered a threat to the US dollar, then the CBDC could be its death knell. Out of 194 Yeah, so lucky. Esau playing with my damn live screen, man. Let me pull it back. Let me pull it back. Salakia. Esau keep playing. Every time I do lessons on these topics. Man, hold on. Salakia. Esau keep playing on my damn live screen. Every time I do lessons on this, go into these topics, Esau also play with my damn live screen, man. Every time I go into these topics. Dealing with this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep it on here, and I'm gonna play. I'm gonna read Salakia. That's because I wasn't even trying to make this too long. So see, that's why I gotta. So when I do topics like this, I gotta watch. I gotta watch the damn live stream, man. I can't even. When I click on this article, I leave that. It makes me leave from the StreamYard, so I can't even watch the StreamYard to see if everything good. So I'm gonna leave it like this and go to my phone. I'm gonna read it from. I'm gonna read the article from my phone. I wasn't even trying to make this too long, man. So in this article, let's do this again. See, this what we told me. That's what I say. Esau whacked the Saints, because everything I just said wasn't even recorded, man. But it's okay. That way I'm reading from my phone. I can catch it if they interfere with it again. So in this article, it talks about. Let's put it up first. So this article is titled "BRICS: 130 countries move towards CBDC currency, U.S. dollar in jeopardy." It's a if the soon-to-be released BRICS currency is considered a threat to the U.S. dollar, then the CBDC could be its death knell. Out of 195 countries in the world, 130 nations are moving toward building their central bank digital currency. Therefore, 98% of the world is looking to launch their respective CBDC currency, making it easier to settle cross-border transactions. 41 countries ready to accept BRICS currency a month before a summit. So it's a 98% of the world is looking to launch their respective CBDC currency, making it easy to settle cross-border transactions. This is the Lord, man. God, I read Revelations 3 and 10. Let's read again. He said, I want to chop up the video. Every time I do articles like this, he said I'll be messing with my live screen. It said out of 195 countries, 130 of these countries is dumping a dollar. See, so I keep making the chop. See, I ain't even using the article no more. I just got on the screen. See, when I go live, just regular live, he said he don't bother my lessons, man. When I pull up something like this, them bastards always mess with my mess with my live screen. Man, it's okay. Revelations 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. That's the point of the lesson I'm trying to make. Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Because in the article, it's saying that out of 195 countries, 130 of them are ditching a dollar. Let's read it again. BRICS, 130 countries move towards CBDC currency, US dollar in jeopardy. And I was saying, don't get it twisted, because this is the work of the Lord, man. Because who control this? The elites control this, man. The elites controlling this. It may seem as now to tell you in Obadiah 1 and 7, all the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border, right? The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Revelation 17, I was reading before it was chopping up. The Lord said he have made them give their mind, right? Let's read again. See, this is all a game, man. This is a chess piece is being moved. Because the Lord let the elites control this, man. So don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, because the Lord got everybody changing up to mandate that micro C here, man. But America gonna be last. This is Revelation 17 and 17 for God. And give the kingdom unto the beast until the words of God shall be fulfilled, which is the elect being sealed. So it's in Revelation 3 and 10, they're just gonna come upon all the world. So what the Lord is doing, he got all the other nations um preparing to make that digital currency, man. Preparing to make to make their countries digital. Let's get this. Let's go back to this. This article say Every time I use these articles, he's always mess with my line screen, man. It say going back. It say BRICS 130 countries move towards CBDC currency, U.S. dollar in jeopardy. It reads, if the soon-to-be released BRICS currency is considered a threat to the U.S. dollar, then the CBDC could be its death knell out of 195 countries. And there's 193 nations joined to North America through the UN. It's a out of 195 countries in the world, 130 nations are moving toward building their central bank digital currency. Therefore, 98% of the world is looking to launch their respective CBDC currency, making it easier to settle cross-border transactions. It's a total of 11 countries, including many Caribbean nations and Nigeria, have already launched their CBDC pilot program. A report from the Washington, D.C. based think tank Atlantic Council showed that only 35 countries considered CBDC in 2020. The dramatic rise is putting the US dollar in jeopardy as countries could end reliance on the greenback and consider CBDC. It said the BRICS alliance is looking to challenge the US dollar's global reserve status by launching a new currency for cross-border transactions. The next summit will be held in South Africa in August, and the bloc will decide the formation of a currency. If the BRICS currency strengthens itself in the global markets, more countries could flock towards it for the international trade deals. And they tell you in Ezekiel 38 that Russia going to be a guard to the other nations. If the BRICS currency gains support in the markets, the US dollar could be on the path of decline. And this is not about them going against the dollar. This is about the elites crashing the dollar, bringing in a new world currency. See, this is gradualism and conditioning to the people. They don't know. No, this is the elites changing up the currency, man, to digital. It's gonna go from the CBDC to the micro C hill, man. It said, therefore, both the yet to be launched BRICS currency and the CBDC digital assets could pose a threat to the US dollar. No, because everybody is doing it. The elites is controlling this, man. Don't be no fool. The elites is controlling this. The greenback stands at a pivotal point in time where its prospects remain on the razor's edge for survival. Close to close to 3 dozen countries are looking at alternative currencies for trade and end of reliance on the US dollar. Read here to know what could happen to the US dollar if BRICS and CBDC currency is launched. This this is planned. It's called problem reaction solution, man. Don't get it twisted. Don't be no fool, man. The elites is controlling this. This in the same listen, the same way they showing you that they're taking sales from cows, sales from chickens, they're taking sales from fish, turkey, okay, lamb, goat, putting them in a bioreactor and giving you lab grown meat, man. And they telling you that it's better to eat what they call it, what they call these meats, impossible meats. They telling you that it's better to eat these different foods. They telling you that it's better to not eat real meat because it's more healthy. It's more no, man. This is a conditioning. Okay. I forgot about the show that's on Netflix talking about how eating chicken and eggs is worse than smoking cigarettes, man. This is did they conditioning people to stop eating meat, man. Setting up this CBDC is from the elites, man. So these 130 countries that allegedly appear to be going against the elites, hell no, man. Don't be no fool, man. This is the this is the new this is the new normal, man. Okay? Cashless society, the micro C here being made mandatory, man. It said in Revelation 3 and 10. Let's read this again. Because in the top of this article, it said 98% of the world. Let's read it again. It say, if the soon to be released BRICS currency is considered a threat to the US dollar, then the CBDC could be its death knell. Out of 195 countries in the world, 130 nations are moving towards building their central bank digital currency, CBDC. Therefore, 98% of the world is looking to launch their respective CBDC currency, making it easier to settle cross-border transactions. 98% of the world? And you don't think America gonna follow? Come on, man. The elites control the entire planet from America, man. So out of 195 nations, 130 is moving on CBDC. Come on, man. But we talking about prophecy. It said in Revelation 3 and 10, it shall try all the world, man. So we see through this, man. We know what's going on. We are not ignorant. Our screen. See, Esau keep messing with the live screen. That's why I want to make it too long, man. I just want to hit the point and keep moving, man. We know what's going on, man. This is being set up throughout the four corners of the earth. It's a 98% of the world is looking to launch this respective CBDC currency. 98%. But what about the other 2%? What they gonna do? Come on, man. This is prophecy. The Lord said He was gonna do it. It shall try all the world. Let's read again. He said, "Want to mess with the live screen, man." Cause this is what, hey, this is prophecy. This is the number one prophecy right here, man. Revelations 3 and 10, it reads, now if I remove this off the screen, I won't have no more buffering. All I gotta do is move this off the screen, I won't have no more buffering, man. Revelation 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, man. So 98% of the world is ready to move on CBDC. What about the other 2%? They say out of 195 countries, 130 of them is ready to move and kick out the dollar. Come on, man. No, they least control this. Ain't gonna be no more paper nowhere. None, these 130 countries ain't using paper. It's finna be digital. This applies to the entire planet. And this is not because of we see the articles. This is because of the Lord said it already. It shall try the world, the whole world, man. Oh, what's that? Isaiah 36 and 6. Remember, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, controlled the planet. Isaiah 36 and 6, it reads, lo, thou trusting in the staff with his broken reed on Egypt. Will see, they want a buffer. This rulership is broken. This system is broken. It say, lo, thou trusting in the staff with his broken reed on Egypt, on America, on the so-called white man's rulership, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. And everybody trusts in the so-called white man. Okay? They don't got no choice. Because you're either going to get down with them or they're going to take what you got, man. You see what they did you see what they did to Gaddafi, man. So this is okay, it's at 98% of the world, man. And prophecy of micro C here being made mandatory is close, man. So as the title of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, is close to mandating or making mandatory the micro C hip, saving the best for last, which is North America, Babylon the Great, man. These countries is ready to roll with the micro C hip. How much more America, man? Yeah. This is Yahweh Shema Shai controlling all these nations. And this is the Lord showing us we close, man. We close to the micro C here being made mandatory, man. That's what this is. Lord was edifying. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, and the bishop, and elders, a great millstone, who rule well, who teach well. Well, the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not, in a sincere salutation to all the occupant pushing this truth and believing this truth to the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the wealth who are listening, who are listening, learning. Hey, who are tuning in. Yeah, saving the best for the worst, man. 98% of the world ready to move on digital. Come on, man. The Lord, this is Yahweh Shema Shai, man. This is the prophecy of Yahweh Shema Shai bringing forth this micro C up, man. We getting close, man. We getting close. 130 countries out of 190 for world. Come on, man. This is Yahweh. Esau hurt too, man. These bastards hurt, man. But don't put the articles up, cause hey, we gonna use them. Hey, you hurt? You want to buff for the live screen? Don't put the articles up, man. Keep them to yourself, which you can't. Thus saith the Lord, man. They for us, man, to filter through the scriptures, man. Hey, we don't got long, man. 98% of the world is ready to grab on to the micro C here, man. So what's gonna happen to the other 2%? Everybody gonna fall in line with the elites, man. Okay? The elites fund both sides of everything, man. So don't get it twisted. The water for tuning in. May Yahweh Shema Shah continue blessing your houses. Stay prayed up. Hey, may the blessing of election be upon your houses. Shalom. Wa ba ba ba.